This is the one habit that can make you the one. The inputs are disproportionate to the outputs that you will have. One at a time, those doors will open. There's a quote that goes like this: out of every 100 men, 10 shouldn't even be there. 80 are just targets. The 9 we should be grateful for they are warriors. But the one, that one is a warrior. That will bring the others back. I still remember when I was a part of the 10 that shouldn't even be there, I was sheltered. I didn't really have any experiences, didn't have any skills at the time, as we all do when growing up. Always seeking for attention, and when I couldn't get the attention that I wanted, well, I got very, very angry. I was an attention seeker. There's this one time in class where I remember that I wanted to get everybody's attention on me this particular time. And I had this like whistle tied to my neck, which it was almost strangling me because at the time I was so fat, right? And then I was blowing on this whistle. By the third time, my teacher called me out, said, "Lance, stand up." And then I stood up. My teacher asked, "Lance, are you an attention seeker?" And I said proudly, like, "Yes, I am." And then the whole room got quiet. And I only remember this moment because of my friend. He said that when you said that, the room that was filled with laughter got so quiet, so awkward, so quickly that you could even hear the cricket noises outside. And to me, I didn't really find it embarrassing at the time, but I didn't realize that my hunger to seek attention embarrassed me, right? And then fast forward in the pandemic, I learned how to fight.
That was a good head kick there by Cedeño.
Then, since learning how to fight, I've shifted my mentality on life and everything in general, right? It changed how I view the world. I wasn't present in those moments when I was an attention seeker. I wasn't present, right? I was present when I was in front of an opponent who was trying to take my head off. That's how you become present. But I digress. The moment I started training is the moment that my life took a turn for the better. The reason why is because every single skill that I have had right now came from this one particular skill in working out. It's an upward spiral. Have you ever heard of a downward spiral? Where guy lost his job. Because he lost his job, he got depressed. And then, because he was depressed, he was no longer happy, well, his girlfriend left him. Because his girlfriend left him, he was now always turning to vape for comfort. Because he was always turning to vape for comfort, well, all of the people that were around him started to disappear. Because now he is only one, and people aren't actively going to him, for camaraderie. Well, he is now turning into alcohol. And because he's turning into alcohol, well, he was driving while drunk, and then he sees a tree, he hits a tree, he dies. That's basically a downward spiral in a nutshell. A continuous circle of bad events that's happening inside of your life. But what happened to me, and like many others who started martial arts, fitness, bodybuilding, etc., it's an upward spiral, a constant spiral upwards. I started going to the gym. Because I started going to the gym, I was less stressed, I was more focused. Because I was less stressed, more focused, I was able to do my schoolworks. Because I was able to do my schoolworks, I graduated with honors. And then because I graduated with honors, I was more focused, less stressed. I had a better physique. I now ran for president of the school. Because I ran for president of the school, I won, right? I improved my social skills. Because I improved my social skills, right? I now have this abundant list of contacts that I can pull off from. Because I have that abundant list of contacts I can pull off from, I was able to get a job that was non-labor inclusive, non-labor, it's not hard, right, on me physically. That's basically what I'm saying. Not hard on me physically, and I can focus on my YouTube channel while I'm working, right? And then because of all of those things that's happened on my life, on my journey after my fitness, well, I'm now graduating with high honors, with a leadership award, athlete of the year award, and what was my other award? I do not remember, but it's just a lot, right? I'm telling you this because this may become you if you work out, right? This may become you. You may not see it right now, but the path to getting ahead of the 99% of people, getting ahead of these people, is not many things. It's usually just one thing, and in this one thing, there's something attached to it as well that you can pull off from, right? Because working out doesn't just benefit your body. Fighting doesn't just mean that you know how to straight, right? You know how to hook, you know how to uppercut. Fighting doesn't mean just that. Fighting also means you're more disciplined. Fighting also means that you respect people more. Fighting also means that you have a better mentality for life, to take on life challenges one day at a time. In working out, right, if you work hard, if you train hard, if you train consistent, if you train every day, the inputs are disproportionate to the outputs that we will have in life. Meaning, you may not see it right now, the outputs, but one at a time, those doors will open one single step at a time. As I did. I didn't really see that I was going to be a president. I didn't even see that I was going to be a taekwondo. Fucking who expected me to have this sort of life? I didn't. To be honest, I didn't expect me to have this kind of life. This is the one habit that can make you the one that can bring the others back. That 1% of warriors ahead of the 99%. If you think about all of these famous people that, achieved monumentally, you're gonna think of Andrew. Started with kickboxing. Okay, where is he now? Running for prime minister in the UK. Hamza started with bodybuilding. Where is he now? A good business. Sam Sulek. If you don't think that because of fitness, Sam Sulek wouldn't be here, you're wrong. The only reason why Sam is as popular as he is because of fitness. Or not really the only reasons. There's a plethora of different reasons as to why Sam is as popular as he is, right? But the cornerstone of that is fitness, or in building a good physique. Arnold Schwarzenegger, prime minister, governor, world-renowned actor. Where did he start? Bodybuilding. Okay, even Manny Pacquiao, dude, the guy ran for Senate. This is how you get ahead of 99% of men. Not even the fact that you'll look better, not even the fact that you'll feel good. These are, yeah, major benefits, of course. However, it's the skills that are compounding on top of that that make this a cornerstone habit, that make this a habit that, well, you can be a part of the 1% from. And of course, never forget your relationship with God if you do achieve success. Because at the end of the day, you only really have what you have because of what He's given you. It's all of these materialistic things, all of these achievements, they didn't come from you, they came from Him. And that's how you get into the top 1% of men that are warriors that can bring the others back. That's it for the video. Bye-bye.